Thank you so much for joining us today here on the Relativity webinar. This is a session where we're going to focus on the Relativity Fellows program and what it means to be a Relativity Fellow. I'm super excited today to be joined by Edgar and Sierra, who are part of our Relativity Fellows program. And if I haven't taken the chance to introduce myself just yet, my name is Jonathan Hill, and I currently serve as a community engagement lead, part of the leadership team of this program. We here at Relativity are an e-discovery software company, helping organizations manage high volumes of data and electronic evidence for litigation, internal compliance, and investigations. To learn more about our company, I encourage you to visit our website at relativity.com. But today, I encourage you to sit back, relax, and hear from these amazing, talented folk who are going to tell you about their experience joining our organization. So maybe we actually start out there. Sierra, Edgar, how about you tell us a little bit about yourself and your role as a Relativity Fellow? Sierra?
I am Sierra Walker. I am a 2019 graduate with my BA in Business Administration and a minor in Communication. I started at Relativity as a Relativity Fellow back in August, and I am currently still a fellow waiting graduation in January.
Nice. My name is Edgar Moreno, and I am still pursuing my bachelor's, specifically in paralegal studies. So I have chosen a traditional paralegal route, although the fellows program has been a intersection to the legal tech industry for me.
Nice. Well, thank you both for being here. Edgar, I'm going to pick on you for a second because you just went there, and I'd love to hear why you decided to even become a Relativity Fellow.
Absolutely. Particularly because I decided to search for opportunity, growth, and development. And while I was conducting research on relativity, I knew that these were qualities that they looked for to maximize on. Extremely hungry for these, for such characteristics that I feel like I encompass. And I was looking for a space to be able to maximize on these. And Relativity Fellows program is such.
Nice. Sierra?
For me, I decided to become a fellow first and foremost because I wanted to get my foot in the door within the tech industry. Upon graduation, I found that kind of difficult, and through the fellowship, it enabled me to become a part of a software company within tech. Also, because highly recognized certificates that we obtain within the program that is not only applicable to Relativity, but to any software company in the e-discovery industry.
I agree with that. I mean, who doesn't want to be valued, right?
Right.
Edgar, you talked about the program a little bit and why you decided to apply. I'd love for you to break it down for folk in terms of what are the day-to-day tasks of a Relativity Fellow? Talk about that day in the life.
Absolutely. This is contingent depending on like the timeline of the fellows program. So we do begin the fellows program by undergoing an executive certificate program with ACEDS, which is the Association for Certified E-Discovery Specialists, to ultimately for legal industry onboarding, to get to know the legal industry in particular. And we move on to then study for the Relativity Certified User certification, which in the name itself teaches you how to use the software ultimately. And we finalized the program with the Relativity Certified Administrator certificate, of which also in the name explains the day-to-day. You administer cases depending on which side you're on, but ultimately you are an administrator of the software itself. So just it's a lot of substance, and your opportunity to learn about such substance is by applying and doing more research and learning more with us.
I love how you crafted that, because what I also took away was that this is a program for someone who doesn't even understand legal or tech, and they can find their way through the program. I love that. Sierra, we also have this amazing cohort, right? 12 fantastic individuals are part of this group. Can you talk about the different work experiences and backgrounds of your cohort, and ultimately what excites you about the work that you're doing?
Sure. Within the cohort, we have a vast majority of some of everything. We have a recent high school graduate. We have Edgar, who is still pursuing his BA. We have a server. We have a old security guard. We have two recent college graduates. It's just an array of different people with different backgrounds coming together and really pursuing the same thing. And it's really fun with these different perspectives that we have. And what excites me is the fact that I have the opportunity to work with individuals that come from a vast background that is not like mine, and that is bringing unique perspectives into the same environment, and it's allowing me to grow both as a person and professionally.
Wow, I don't think I could have said that any better myself. Talk about a mixed bag.
Yes.
Edgar, we're now talking about the Fellows program, and we're talking about the nuts and bolts of it. But let's talk about the advice that you may have for someone considering or maybe on the fence about joining and applying for this program. Um, what advice would you have for anyone interested in the Fellows program? How do you make it through the recruitment process?
Absolutely. My advice would be don't be afraid to pursue educational opportunity. Um, there is always room and space, especially as Relativity invites individuals to take advantage of this space to learn. Particularly learn about the legal tech industry and how vital it will be moving forward and how vital it is now. And even though we don't necessarily see the impact on a day to day in our reality, my advice would be take the opportunity to learn, and you do what you desire with that information that you acquire. But the difference is that you acquire that information opposed to not acquiring it. So don't be afraid to take this pursuit. Don't be afraid. And if there are people out there who are willing to motivate you, and I'm one of them, to take this opportunity.
Nice. Sierra, you have anything to add?
I do. One thing that I would definitely say is interview prep. It is a nice process, but if you interview prep and if you talk to individuals, it is really going to help you. And then also, I would have to say, just be very authentic. Come in with the fact that, hey, if you know something about the e-discovery industry, if you know nothing about the e-discovery industry, just be really authentic and transparent and just come in as yourself. And that is what's going to take the lead.
Wow, you all are selling this program, might I say so myself. Last question that I'll have for you both to really wrap up the conversation. As you look forward in the future, because for the folk at home and watching this video, Sierra and Edgar are actually still in the Relativity Fellows program, going through the placement process, still receiving and passing the certifications, but they also are soon leaving us and going to be soon starting their next roles here, either at Relativity or at one of our partner sites. I'd love to hear from the both of you. What excites you about the next couple of weeks, and what do you look forward to most in your next step? We'll start with you, Sierra.
For me, what excites me is the fact that I'm going to have the opportunity to have another certification underneath my belt. So when I graduate this program, I will have two, which is great. And then also the fact that I had the decision to know what position that I wanted to be placed in. It wasn't just given to me. It was, hey, look, these are the list of openings. Which one excites you? And I was able to go with ones that excited me. And that is really what is exciting about what's happening for me.
Likewise, alongside Sierra, I'm excited to to carry these certifications with pride. We've worked very hard to acquire such certifications, but also I'm extremely excited to integrate myself into the industry. Being a first generation Mexican American, I'm the first one in my family to ever go to college and to ever think about working in the corporate world. Coming back from the restaurant service industry my whole life, my whole family, it's a great opportunity for me to mobilize not just myself but my family, and continue representing the sacrifices that they have made, particularly by putting in work. Getting whatever team I land in. I hope that they're ready for us, because we've been we're a byproduct of sacrifice, and because of that, we're here to show up and take our work very serious and have fun while we're doing it. So I'm just excited to meet the people who are going to have to deal with me, and I'm excited to just start working. It's a privilege to be here, and I can't wait to move forward.
I respect the confidence, and I couldn't agree with you more. The world should be ready for our Relativity Fellows. And I just want to thank the both of you again for spending time with us today to talk about your experience, giving advice to future fellows and applicants, but also for spending your time and career with us here at Relativity. We are super excited and have enjoyed having you. and we are super excited to see you off in your future careers. Thank you so much for today. And if you want to find out more about the Relativity Fellows program, please visit our website or reach out to any of us. Thanks so much.